Okay, so hi everyone, good morning and good evening and welcome back in today's class. And today we are on the day number 15 and we are going to be start a new and interesting topic. Okay, um, what this topic says. I remember the day when we started this ServiceNow journey. Okay, I asked you guys, please create your username and password in the ServiceNow. Unfortunately, it did not work and I need to be create the username and the password for everybody. Okay, you are total 14 people in this batch. I said, guys, I'll take only 2 minutes and create the 14 user ID and password in the system quickly. Now let's see example, which I give a thought to you as well, Jimmy. Let's say Jimmy is HR in a company. He got a report that today 500 people are joining his company. Okay, and he need to create the 500 user accounts in ServiceNow. Jimmy says, guys, come on. I don't want to do some kind of a donkey work. My manager says to me this thing that Atul, don't do the donkey work. Be smart. Try to do some smart. Try to do some automation. Now, if Jimmy says that I cannot create the 500 accounts in a one instance, then because you have in ServiceNow we have a three instance, dev, test, and production. Then how Jimmy will make sure that these 500 accounts get created in ServiceNow? So today we are going to be discuss that part, that particular topic, and that is called to bring the data in ServiceNow. So we say import, export data in ServiceNow. That how I can create bulk accounts, how I can create bulk or user group in a bulk, role in a bulk, CI in a bulk, department in a bulk, location in a bulk. I'm specifically saying that I'm specifically talking about only foundation data. You can still create 10, 20, 30, 100 incidents via this method, but that is not recommended. I'm saying how I can bring my foundation data in ServiceNow in a bulk approach. Okay, and in short, we call this as a import set. Import set is the functionality which we use to bring the data in ServiceNow. Let me come and show you here. A very interesting topic. You will enjoy now, and you will say, Atul, you should tell this on the day one. So now let's say example. Let's come here. User admin, and let me open it. Now I need to be create 100 users. What one method we can use? Atul, click here, new, fill the details, click submit, then insert and stay. Or you can do click new, second click new, third click new, 4 click new, 5 click new, 6. But that's not a feasible solution. That's not the right approach. Then how I can add or how I can create 100 users in this user table. Sorry. This functionality, as I say, this functionality called the import. Now what we'll do, let me show you something here. You will say, Atul, do one thing. Or if I say that we can bring the data in ServiceNow with multiple ways. From Excel sheet, from the CSV, from the XML, from the JSON, and from the web services method. So to do this part, And generally what we do in industry, what we do, we use the Excel format. Excel means you can go, Atul, write name, write first name, write last name. You can bring the data. ServiceNow said don't create your own Excel sheet, number one, because maybe the way you are calling the attributes or you're writing the attributes is not the same which I provide. So what ServiceNow says, go do one thing. If you want to import users, okay, then do one thing. Select any of the user and right click and click show matching like this. Okay. You want to create user with this basic detail, user ID, name, manager name I don't want, so let me remove the manager name, unnecessary I don't want. Okay. I don't want. Okay, password I can keep it here. Okay. Now do one thing, right click and export. That is the first method you can do, or you can add users in ServiceNow with the limited field. Okay, by this field. But that is also not look good. Atul, tomorrow if I need to be add one more field, I have to download the data or I have to download this option again. This means I have to add here one more field and to be download. Then what I recommend as a best practice, right click, click on the import. And this is only for the insert I am talking here. Okay, so you will get an option here. Do you want to insert or update the data in ServiceNow? I said I want to be insert. Do you want to create an Excel template to enter data? I said yes, I want to create Excel data. Then click on the create Excel template. Now it is fetching the results and click on the download. When I open this sheet, you will be surprised. Okay. So now we have downloaded the format. So what it says that it has a directions, it has a page one. And you will surprise that in the page one, you will find all the fields which is available in the user table. Number one, to download this particular template is that there's a no spelling mistake. There's a no difference of the field name which I am mentioning and ServiceNow is giving to me. And also it will work for a base for me. Now it's up to you how many field you want to add here, how many field you want to populate here. Let's say I want to populate 2 users. Active 2, yes. Building, I have no idea. Calendar integration, yes, I want with the Outlook. City, I have no idea. Company, I have no idea. Cost center, no idea. Country code, no idea. Date format, no idea. Default, no idea. Department, do we have here? No. Email, ab@c.com. Employee number, this thing. Enable authorization, I don't require. Field login, first name, AB. Gender, male. So now you can see this drop down helping me actually to avoid any kind of spelling mistake. Hash user ID, home phone number you want to put. Prefix, yes. Doctor. Last login, don't require. Last name, sorry, last login name, time not required. Last name, CD. LDAP server, don't require. Look down, don't require. Manager, don't require. Middle name. Mobile number, like this. Notification, enable. Password don't require. Business phone number, long this, state Don't require street, don't require time zone, title, Mr. User ID, yes, A, B, C, D. Password don't require true, VIP, true. And that's all. This Excel is lengthy, but the benefit is that this Excel provide you the drop down value as well. Now let me control S. I'm saving it. Let's do it for the another one. For the other one, I want to just populate this. I want to populate c.d@r.com. This I want to do for FG. Don't do this thing.
Why password is not required?
See, generally we did not. We want to follow the ServiceNow password methodology. If you want, you can put it here. When I created your usernames, I put the password here itself. So that is totally up to you. If you want, you can put the password as well. Because the first time password you have to be created. So, and I'm 100% agree, because if I'm creating the 500 users, I cannot go and click on the create password in ServiceNow. If you want, you can put the password. That's not an issue for you. Maybe if you want, I can put it here. Last name, HT. Middle name I don't want, notation I don't want. TY. If you want, let me put it password MORNING@131. Let me put the password for this one. Now let's click on the save. Let's say user ID is missing. I have to create the user ID, right? It's done. Let's say I want to bring these two users in ServiceNow. So you can create 100 of records here. 100 of records you want, you can create it. That's not an issue. Up to you. Okay, now let me come here. I will show you this method on Monday. I want to show you the actual method, that how that method or the process work in ServiceNow, and we call this as a import set. Let me give you the example here. Let's say this is my mobile phone. This is my laptop. Now I want to transfer the data from mobile to laptop. I can do via USB cable, right? I can do via Bluetooth. Mainly these two techniques are there, right? So I'm doing like this. Let's say these dots are nothing. These dots are my USB cable. What I'm doing here is I need to build a connection between mobile and the laptop. And this USB cable will work as an import set for me. It will hold the data for some time and then transfer the data to the laptop. Let me come here. I'm getting feel that you guys are not understanding. Put your question first. Clear or any doubt? Guys, put your question. I'm thinking that you guys are not understanding this concept. What we want to be achieve. Yes, Satya, go ahead.
No, actually, what you are trying to say here.
Okay, so what we are going to be learn today. Let's say I need to be import 500 users in a ServiceNow. Okay, I want to create a 500 users in ServiceNow. Number one method you can create via normal way. Go to user table, click on the new, fill the detail, save. Then again go to new, fill the detail, save. You cannot do these exercises for the 500 times. Correct? Now to overcome that problem, ServiceNow give me
so
option.
That means that one is time consuming, right?
Sorry, Jimmy?
That one is time consuming, right?
Yes, time consuming, and also it is a monotonous. You cannot create a 500. Maybe tomorrow I say, can you create 1,000 user? You
Yeah.
cannot create 1,000 user in a service now in a 5 or 10 minutes because it's a time consuming, monotonous, tiredness work. And it is not about the user. Tomorrow you are working in a company and they have 1 million configuration data, CI data. Will you able to create the 1 million records? Come on. It's not possible, right? Practically, it's not possible. We are the consultants, not the data entry person. Then ServiceNow say you can do the import. You can bring the data in ServiceNow via Excel format as well. To do that part, we have to follow some steps. Number one, if I go ahead, number one, need to create data in Excel. Number two, bring the data in temp table, or we can say import set. Number three, mapping of tables, means import set table and the table which you want, where you want to put the data, user, group, role, CI, CMDB, server, which table. And number four, mapping of fields. That which field, how the service now will understand that I need to be put the data of active in the user table of active record on active field only. This is what this, and number five is called the transform.
Okay. So
Yes, go ahead, please.
Is it possible to import them from Active Directory?
Yes, that is called the LDAP, and that integration is already given by ServiceNow. That we will see very later, not now.
Okay.
Because in the Active Directory you just have a user or the group, but in the Active Directory you don't have a information about the CI, server, network, IPs, right? I'm saying if you want to import any kind of a data, user and group are the basic examples.
Okay.
You can do the CI data.
Okay.
You can do the group data, role data, department data, location data.
Right.
Because in your Active Directory only two are important. Two attributes are there. Number one, user detail, and another is the group detail, right? So now these are the 5 steps we have to do to bring the data in ServiceNow via Excel format. So we done this part. We created these two Excel. So these two record in the Excel sheet. Now I need to bring this data in ServiceNow. And to do this part, ServiceNow give me option called the import set. Import data. Sorry, import set. This one. Under import set, I have we have a module called the load data. First of all, I need to bring the data in one of the temporary table in ServiceNow. Like from Excel to this particular place, I need to bring the data. And to do this part, I am getting a import set table. This table don't have any module. So create a table. I am putting LNG user It is a temporary table, guys. It is a question asked in the interview. What do you mean by the import set table? This table contains the data which bring from the Excel sheet. It is just a temporary one. So like if I say you want to shift your luggage or you want to shift your house from one place to another place. It is a 5-hour journey. And you say, let's take a break there for 10 minutes. Let's do the loading, unloading there, and we'll take a new car from there. This is what I'm doing here. I'm just bringing this Excel data in the import set. It doesn't mean that data has been loaded in the user table. No. So let's go step by step. Source of import. I said I want to be import from the file. OK, let's do one thing. To be safer side, I remove this sheet number 1. Otherwise it will be unnecessarily heavy for me. OK, and now I save. It says where the Excel sheet is there. I said it is here. Go and go to download. OK. And click on this because this is the file which we created. Open. It says when ServiceNow read about or read your this thing Excel sheet, where to it start? I said start from the sheet number 1 from here. OK, and the first row is called as a header. Skip this and read this 1 and 1 and click on the submit. So now you can see it is importing the data. What it's doing? It is reading this Excel sheet and reading these 2 records and bringing in the service now. So you can see proceed to insert to update 0 error 0. Means now these 2 records are available in ServiceNow in the temporary table. My data has been loaded in ServiceNow. The next part which I have to do here, do the mapping of table level mapping. This fundamental we are going to be used in the another part as well, guys. So don't miss out. The next is called table level mapping. That how my ServiceNow will understand that the 2 data which is coming here, where had to be loaded. Do you want to see the data? Let me show you. You can see the data here. See, these are the 2 records. This is what the record, but this is the temporary table, guys. It is not it is not the actual user table, right? It is just a temporary table. Now what next I have to do? I have to do a mapping of this table and the user table, sys user table. Go here and search for the transform map. Here. And click on the transform map, create transform map. Transform map, as the name indicate, I am doing some transfer with the mapping. OK. So I put, so OK, let me give you the example. When you travel from flight at the ticket counter, 2 things happen. Number 1, the ticket executive put a tag on your luggage and put the same tag on your boarding pass. Why 2 tags are required? They're doing the mapping that this luggage has this barcode, so that when on the tray, the luggage tray or the luggage belt, you can see is my tag is mapping with the tag which is given by ticket executive on the bag. That is called the mapping here. This is what we are going to do here. Let's click here. OK, so I'm putting the table name here. I'm putting LNG transform table. Now it says what is the source for that. Now if you want to be identified that this bag belong to me. Either you recognize the bag or either you see the tag on your boarding pass and see the tag on the luggage. So it says which table, source table. And what is the source table? The source table we created is called u_lng. This one. That where the data exists now as a temporary basis. I said the data is in the import set. Which we just created, right? For the time being, don't consider these fields. Leave it. And come here. It says this is a source table and where you want to actually land it. I want to land this data in the sys_user table. Where is sys_user table? This one. Let me take a pause and come back to you guys. You know, this screen is a very important for me. I'm not able to see you guys, not able to see what you're doing. But this screen gives me that I'm talking to you guys. Now tell me, till this point, any doubt, any question anybody has? Clear that what we are doing now. Satya.
Yeah, actually, I have small question here. When we are the Excel sheet, some field name different from the actual service node table. It is
No.
possible to.
Sorry. I take it a little long. Go ahead again.
So
Satya.
actually, in Excel sheet, we have the field that is a contact number. That is in ServiceNow, it is a mobile number. That same data will sit into the same label in that ServiceNow.
Where it say contact number? Tell me.
No, for example, I'm saying.
No. That is the reason Satya I told in the beginning. ServiceNow says always download the Excel from ServiceNow table itself. So there's a no mistake should be happen for the spellings or the wrong attributes name.
Okay.
I will give you. So now what we are doing here, we are doing just to table level mapping. The question which you put, Atul, in Excel sheet I have a mobile number, but in ServiceNow I have a contact number, right?
Yes.
Then how ServiceNow will understand? It will not understand. I will need to be given knowledge to a ServiceNow in that case. The next step is called the field level mapping. So let's say I am doing a mapping of the source and the target and click on the save here. Okay. Now scroll down and here your point come, Satya. There are the three ways to do the mapping, field level mapping. How my ServiceNow will know that this department is belong to the user table department field only. This is your point, right? In the Excel sheet, I have a contact number, but in the ServiceNow, I have a mobile number. How ServiceNow will understand? So there are three ways. I will show you the three ways, but I recommend during the practice, you have to follow the one by one. Don't go for the last step. Number one, click on new here. Oh, it's not showing. Come on, yeah. These buttons are not working for me. Surprised. And I have a demo tomorrow. Come on. Let me reload this. Since I updated in the Tokyo, now I'm facing this issue that these UI buttons are not working. Sometimes work, sometimes did not work. Is it working here? No. Is it working here? No. Okay. In the meantime, anybody who already logged into my instance, maybe Sham or Satya, anybody log into my instance today?
No, today.
Okay, maybe it's my system problem, something or not. What to do now? What to do now? Okay, so you logged in the laptop or the mobile today?
Laptop only.
Okay, just log into my instance.
Yeah, let me try.
With your user ID and password. Guys, I'm facing some issue. I don't know that why I'm facing this issue. These buttons are not working for me properly. Something wrong with these buttons or what? Not sure. Because I don't want to skip that particular option. Logged in, Satya?
Yeah, I'm going to log in.
Okay, and share your screen as well.
Yeah, sure.
Let me show you the method number one, that how we can do the field level mapping here. It happens, and today test is going to be like that only, guys. Yep, you can share your screen, Satya. Yes. Okay. Not able to see as of now. Is everybody able to see the screen, Satya's screen or not?
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen. I hope all people are visible in my screen or no?
Not to me, at least as of now. Go to the content view.
It's blank as of now.
Yep, it's showing blank. No, Satya. Still showing blank to me.
Now?
Yes, now I can see. Yes. Go to service now. Good. Open the browser. You're in the. I'm able to see your Skype screen only.
Where can I open? Actually, I'm not.
Share your complete screen. Don't share your only one program. Share your complete screen.
Acha, okay.
Then it is easy for you. I need to be see that why these buttons giving a problem to me or something. I have to be stopped there or here. The utils here. No, it's not working for me. No, Satya. Okay, leave it, Satya. No problem. Let me share my screen and we'll proceed now. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So now what we are going to be do, we are going to be do the field level mapping. Okay. So there's a three ways. Number one, you can click on this new icon here. Okay. And you can create a field level mapping. Number two, there is no option also there. No filter, nothing is there. Number two, you can do the mapping assist. Generally, we use the mapping assist or the auto mapping. What is mapping assist? Click on this. It will open a window for you. It is showing the source field here. It is showing the target field here. Source means this Excel sheet I'm talking. These fields is talking. And target means it's talking about the user, system user, sys user table. And what I will do, I want to map active with the active. I want to map city with the city. I want to map, let's say, email with the email. So Satya, this is the first place you can do. If in your Excel sheet is a mobile number, in your sys user table it's a contact number, you can do the mapping here. Okay, but now the question comes. Atul, in a CI table, in a CMDB_CI table, we have 200 plus fields. I'm going to be mad by mapping these 200 fields. Let me click on the save here. And now scroll down. So by this way, you can see. But the question comes, Atul, if I have 100 fields, do I need to do the mapping like this way only? No. Then what we'll do? Click on the auto mapping. What it will do in the background? It will automatically map your all fields on the source and target. Now see. Title with the title, last login with the last login, cost center with the cost center, employee number with the employee number, first name with the first name. This is the benefit, Satya, of using the ServiceNow Excel template. Now you're not worried that is my mobile number matched with the contact or not.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Okay. Clear everybody till this point. Yogesh, Tausif, Ola, Ope, Jimmy, Sham, Moji.
Clear.
Jimmy, clear. ED. Good, ED. Thanks for confirmation. Okay.
Yep.
So now I done the field level mapping. Now what last? Just to click on the transform. Now don't worry about these things. Atul, what is this Coalsec? We'll go step by step. Now you can do the transform from here as well, or you can go here. Let me click on the just save once for the safer side. And I can go here and search for the transform map. And click on the any option for the run transform map. This one, run transform. Click here. It's showing that this is my import set table. Yes, I want to do this part. OK. And this is my selected table. OK. But what is my transform available transform map? It's showing nothing. OK, now I click on the OK. So what I'm doing now, guys, actually, the data which I have in my import set table, I am bringing that data into my user table, actual table now. And if you want to see, you can click on the transform history. You can click on the import logs. And let me open the user table as well here. Transform history, it's showing completed. It's showing total 2 record has been inserted. If I go to the import logs, nothing there because everything is working fine. Not sure why it did not create. If you want to see what has been created, you can see here 2 and 2 has been done here. To verify that part, come to the user table and you can see ABCD has been created. And what is the other username we have? User ID TYTY, right? So here I search for the TYTY and other users also get created. This is the method you can use to bring the data in ServiceNow. Maybe it look lengthy for now, but if you do the practice, it will take maximum 10 to 15 minutes to do the complete process. Now let's see, I want to be add one more user here. Nothing is required. I can put tyrt.com like this. First name, OI, gender I don't want, this I don't want, I don't want, PO I don't want. I'm just putting a quick one. PO, sorry, POP, that's fine. No password I require. And let me click on the save here. Now the question come, Atul, okay, my record has been inserted. Tomorrow I will have another 200 employees. Then you have to do the same method again. But now your work has been saved because you already have a transform map ready with you. So now what I will do, I'll go here, click here, I will load data because the data loading is required. In which table you want to insert? I want to use the same table which I created already. And what is the table? This one. Why you want to create a temporary table again and again? When the temporary table contains the all fields which I already have an Excel sheet. File, yes, file have to be do it. Same file I'm doing. Okay. Open. Submit. Now you can see, because as of now, ServiceNow is not doing any kind of validation. Is it a duplicate record? It is already exist or not? Nothing. They're saying, boss, in the Excel sheet you have 3 records. I'm bringing the 3 records. And now you can click on the load data directly, or sorry, run the transform map, because we already have a table to table and the field to field level mapping. This is my transform table, transform name, right? And this is my latest table which I want to be import now, number 3. Click on the transform. Complete. Transform history. This is important. Let me close the previous one. And now you can see what is the result here, guys. Completed with error. 1 insert, 2 error. Now open it. Let's understand this. These are the practical errors now. Because out of 500, you want to know that how many records has been created. Maybe in your Excel sheet you put the wrong data. Then the wrong data will go to ServiceNow as well. So it says total time it take only few seconds. In the Excel sheet I got the, in the import set I got the 3 records. Out of this, 1 I insert, 2 I error. It did not skip. It gave a error. And why it give a error? You can see here. Click on the, either go here or either you can go here. Okay. So I can click on this error code here. Generally here tough to understand the error code. Let me go back and click on the import logs. And here we can still understand. Error during insert of the sys error. Let me open this. It's showing only this thing to me. It's saying that you are doing some entry which is be creating a problem for us. Okay. Which is creating a problem for us. Why? Because the user ID which you are inserting is already exists in ServiceNow. So ServiceNow give me error. But the question come, Atul, instead of the error, it should skip the record. See, in our Excel sheet, we have no issues. Then logically ServiceNow should not give me the error. ServiceNow should give me the skipping part, that I'm skipping this because these 2 records already exist. Right? but service now give me error. We have to find out a way that if my record is already exists in service now, it should skip, not give me an error. Or we have to find out a way that I should able to understand why skip and why error. Before I proceed further, let me you guys just give me a update. Are you clear till this point? Yogesh, Tausif, Ola, Ope, Jimmy, Satya, Shyam, Moji, Aman and Edie. Clear? Anyone has any doubt, question?
Yeah, Atul, actually, the record is already existed. Let me assume, but it is can we are trying to load again. That it is override the existing one.
Why it should override? Why you want to do that job? Your username, password, or your username or your ID is already exist in the company. Why should I service now still again create your user ID, password, or override? Overriding means I'm updating something. That is called the override. But here service now say, guys, I did not find anything new in this particular record. Now let's do one thing. Let's say in this table, I'm adding the, okay, in the second record, I'm adding the false. Okay, so this is the second use case I'm doing. The first use case, there's a no change in these two records. The second use case, there's a change in this record. Now we will see that it will error, or it will skip, or it will update. Now let's go here. Load data. Typically in the interview, this question has been given. File, this, open, submit. 3, yes. Run transform, yes. Number 4, that's fine. And run. And history. Now it says 3 error. Come on, Atul. Why 3 error? Because, or if I say why 3 error, even though we updated one field as well, still it will give me 3 error. It means there's something missing in this mechanism, which is not able to understand that this record is a new, or I'm going to be update the record now. It should be ignored. It can be skipped. It can be update. But now it is giving me error. Statement clear to everybody. That was the problem statement now we have. But tomorrow, let's say in a company, I am running a company of the 500 people. 200 people get promoted. I need to be update their designation. I cannot do the manual part. I will do the Excel format only. But my system should understand. This for these 200, I have to be update the record. Correct? What do you think, Shyam?
Yes, correct. It's update.
Correct? It should get updated, not give me error. Now the concept which I'm going to bring here is called the Coalsec. Another important question from the interview perspective. Do you guys remember one of my example which I gave? Let's say in a classroom, 50 people are there. Principal said, go and bring or call Aman in my office. Office guy came in that class and say, Aman, principal is calling you. 3 Aman gets stand up. Now, how that particular office boy will know which is the right Aman principal ma'am is calling? How he will identify? Tell me.
Something unique ID having this
What unique ID?
student number, something like that.
Student number, correct. Very correct. So Coalsec is the same function here. Coalsec will help transform map to identify that this record is a new or existing record. I need to be update or I need to be create a new record. Because as of now, I did not mention in my transform map that consider which field as a unique. So like you are working in a company, no, not two persons have a same email ID. It is not possible, right? Not two persons have a same user ID or the employee ID. It's not possible. This is the way that Coalsec works. Let me show you the definition of the Coalsec and then we'll go for the practical part. The Coalsec is an optional transform map to determine if a row in a staging table matches a record in the target table. That the thing which I have in the staging table, which I'm saying temporary table, that is staging table we call as, that is it be available in the target table or not. If it is available, then it will see I need to be update or I need to be create the record. Let me show you here. This is the actual definition and this is so much confusing, guys, I'm telling you. And people get confused in the interview as well. This is important. The Coalsec option on a field map allow you to specify if the selected target field should be used as a Coalsec when import set record are transformed. If the field map Coalsec is true, then when the import set is transformed, check the record. Now, what the basic thing is that this is the main point. If I find the Coalsec field in a target table, then I am going to be update the record. I said, OK, for the roll number 1, update the record. If I find the roll number 1 in my target table, then I will update. If I did not find the roll number 1 in my target table, then I am going to be create a new record. And that is the reason we are getting error, not the skip or the update. Now let's do one thing here. Come here and search for the transform map. Here. What was our transform map? This one. Come here. And scroll down. Generally in user table, we make user ID as a Coalsec. Where is the user ID? This one. Click on this. And here I can tick box that I'm considering the user ID as a Coalsec. It means when I import the record in ServiceNow, it will check is that user ID already exists, then update. If no, then create. These two things forget as of now. Click on the save here. And now let's do the same thing. Go here. data load. Sorry, it's load data, not data load. Load data, existing table, data source 19, open, submit, and now this run transform. Number 5 is there. Click on the transform. Go to the transform history. And now you can see 1 update, 2 ignored. 1 update, which one updated? This one updated. And these 2 are ignored. Because ServiceNow did not find any change in these 2 records. So it says there's no action required for me on these 2 records. And it has been skipped now. If you open this, maybe I get something here, skip or maybe not. Taking time for loading this part. This is the update set. Sorry, this is the benefit of the Coalsec. Now, if I come back here on the transform map, this is my transform map, right? And now you can try these options. Now see here, this is to be understood now. Enforce mandatory field. What this mean? It says when you are creating a user record, is there any mandatory field? If I say yes, do you want to enforce that mandatory field here as well? I said all fields. Check in the all fields which are mandatory. If user is not entering that mandatory field in the Excel sheet, don't import the data in the service now. Otherwise, data consistency nahi rahega. Some data will be missing at some places. Okay, that is the number 1 option. So it's up to you. Generally, we do for the map field only, not for all. We do for the map field. Then copy the empty field. Interesting. When you are bringing this data, there's a lot of fields which are empty, right? It said, do you want to copy the empty field as well? I said yes. Bring everything. Fine. Second, create a new record on the empty Coalsec. Let's say I'm creating a new record. Okay. And I did not put the Coalsec field. Then what you want to do? Do you want to create a new record? I said yes. But logically, it should be no. Without Coalsec, don't create a record. Otherwise, it will be mess up in the later when you want to be updated. So let's take an example. This save, and now let's get a new record here. Okay, without this thing, I will just put this thing. ED. Here I'm not entering the Coalsec. That is the user ID. We're not entering the user ID. Let's see what happened now. Will it create a record for me or not? Come, go here. Go to the load data. Click existing file. OK. Open. Submit. 4. Yes. Run the transform. Number 6. Yes. Transform. And import history. See. 1 insert. 3 updates. 0 ignored. Why 1 insert? Because in the transform map we say. Now if you want to check, go to this part. User admin and click here. EDD, we get it right. See, it created without any Coalsec. That is the wrong practice. We should not encourage this part. Otherwise, there is no purpose of having the Coalsec. Coalsec is the one which make your life easy. And now if I go here, transform map. This is our transform map. And now see, did you notice that it is not giving me skipping error where it's gone? See, it gave a 3 update. The reason is being because in our transform map with this copy empty fields. So service now think that is an update. Let me take it. And it updated it. So generally we don't follow these two things. We avoid, don't copy the empty field. Otherwise, if you make a field empty, it will consider as a updated record and it will insert. Logically, it should be showing as a ignored, but now showing as a update. These are very minute thing, guys. And at last, which you can do the practice at your side. Go here, open the Coalsec. Now the question comes, Atul, can we have a more than one Coalsec? Yes, you can have more than one Coalsec as well. But you have to find out the use case that why you need more than one Coalsec. Why you need more than one unique key in a record? What purpose it's going to be filled up? So now if I go to the user ID and these two options you can try. Coalsec empty field, that is the same which we done, and Coalsec case sensitive. So instead of doing this thing, if I put POP, so if I tick this box, these two will be considered the two different records, not a one record. And in this case, one more record will be created. Clear, everybody till this point? Satya, Yogesh, Nikichi, Tausif, Aman, Moji, Jimmy, clear?
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
So now what you have to do over the weekend? You have to be, sorry, yes, practice, but not only for the user record. You have to do the practice for the incident record, incident table, group table, role table, department table, location table. The reason is being because the different tables you need to be open and you need to be see that what fields are available. Even you can do the something if you want. Let me open any user record here. See, location, department, these are need to be understand. Let me open this. Department you can do. Then if you want, you can do something. Yes, department will be fine. Group will be fine. Role will be fine. OK. These two are good. Incident you can try once. This will give you the confidence that how to make a changes, and don't go for the first level of auto assist. Try to map by yourself and then go for the auto mapping part. OK. Now it's time for the class test. You can switch on your videos, guys, quickly, and we can go for the class test. Quick, guys, quick. The first question I'm putting and you can answer in the chat window. What is the table name? What is the table name of catalog task? You can answer in the chat window. Everybody, I need the answer for everybody. Yogesh, I'm asking what is the table name for the catalog task, not the user. Satya, Jimmy, Ed, Aman, Sham, Tausif, I need everybody answer. No, Tausif, wrong answer. I'm saying the catalog task. Are you sure SC underscore task or tasks?
Task.
Okay. Okay. What are the 5 core activities of a workflow? What are the 5 core activities of a workflow? Okay, approval. Condition. Okay.
There are 9, I guess.
Okay.
Again, which one?
What is the table name
Oh my.
of a variable and a variable set? Tell me what is the table name of variable and variable set? Source table, no. No. No, I am saying what is the table name of variable and variable set? I'm not saying about the request. Okay, what is the table name of the request? I'm saying for the request, not for the item. SC underscore item is not the wrong, right table, Jimmy. No, Nikichi, it's not SC request. There will be no table without underscore. Every table must have an underscore if it is a combination of the 2 words. Okay, what is the table name of the record producer? Okay, Nikiji, that's fine. What is the table name of a record producer? What is the table name of a record producer? Quick, 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 quick. Quick. SC underscore item underscore produce underscore record. Okay, last point. I'm giving you a practical exercise and you have just 5 minutes or just 10 minutes. Create a record producer on the incident table. Add only one field on the portal. When I submit that particular record producer, I want approval from the manager. Create the workflow. Simple ask is that as a user, when I click on that record producer, then the approval should go to my manager. Quick. Just create the workflow. Up to you. Create workflow or flow, up to you. The only ask which I have, when I click on the submit on that record producer, approval should go to my manager. And your time starts now. It's 6:16. By 6:20, I need the answer. The flow work or not, that's fine, but I want to see the logic. Quick, guys, quick. Let me see who is creating what. They're using workflow or the flow. चलो मैं दोनों ओपन कर लेता हूँ, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. Okay, created. Why not showing today's date? चलो ये मिल जाएगा, यहाँ से मिल जाएगा, कोई बात नहीं. Quick, guys, quick. I want to see. Okay, manager approval. Satya is preparing. Okay, good. Demo training. Okay, good. Go ahead. Quick. I want to see everybody's workflow or the flow here, guys. You have still 2 more minutes in your bucket. My ask is very simple. Create a flow or a workflow on a record producer. When I click on the submit, and record producer basically on the incident, I'm saying. Okay. Then it should go for my manager approval. Let me see who has done. Okay. Flow. Okay, only Satya is preparing. Nobody else is preparing the workflow or the flow. Okay, guys, no problem. Let me come back here. Let me come back here. Satya. Satya, mute. And question for everybody. You are preparing the workflow on a record producer, and that record producer is basically on the incident table. Logically, this is not a valid requirement. Logically, this is not a valid requirement. Anybody say why? Nobody's speaking, guys. Is I'm audible or not? Sham, Satya, can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's audible.
Okay. So the question is that I told you that please create a workflow or a flow on a record producer, specifically on the incident. When I submit that record, it should go for my manager approval. Okay. Do you think that it is a valid requirement or not? Yogesh, what do you think, that it is a valid requirement or not? Go ahead, Jimmy. You are speaking. Go ahead.
No, I wasn't saying anything. I'm sorry.
Think, then say something. Do you think that it is a valid requirement or not?
I think
Well,
no.
you said no,
It's not a
so
valid.
it's not.
It's not. Why not?
It's a valid not. It's not a valid approach.
But why not? Why? Why it's not a valid approach, or why it's not a valid requirement? See, customer is putting something in front of you and you say it's not a valid. You have to give the justification, right?
Yes.
Then what justification you will do? I'm your customer. Give me justification and prove that Atul, this is not a valid requirement. Your son told you, Dad, I want this toy. You say no, you will not get. He will ask why I cannot get this toy. You have to give him a valid requirement, valid justification. Now the same situation in front of you. I'm your customer and you have to tell me, Atul, this is not a valid requirement. What justification you do?
It's not related to that particular manager approval for that task or thing.
But why? Why? I see. I want to know the answer of this why. Shyam, what do you think? Why it is not a valid requirement? The reason is that because a record producer is basically we're creating on the incident table. And incident meaning is that something which is not working. Do you think practically that you need your manager approval to fix that part? Take a simple example. There is a fire in the office. Will you take the permission from your manager? Hey, can I go and put the fire conditioner on that place? No, because system is already breaking or break. You have to fix that part. That is the reason it is not a valid requirement. You need to be tell to the customer that the definition of the record producer, the definition of the incident does not satisfy that we need to be get approval as well on that records. This is the work of the business analyst or the business process consultant. So there's a lot of things which I put in your mind to confuse you. And you think, oh, Atul said, so we have to work. No. If I put something, you have to be think that the requirement, the question which put by Atul is correct or not. Is it be justifiable or not? Remember the second day lecture session. Requirement should be smart, specific, measurable, right? Time bound, achievable. Only then you will able to find out. There is a one more fundamental we use in this requirement that's called the invest. I don't have a complete this thing, but invest is also one of the principle we use when we create the user stories. OK, so the only purpose of giving this question just to put in your thoughts that it is not necessary that customer is giving a requirement that is always valid 100%. No, it cannot be valid 100%. Customer demand a lot of things which you cannot do or which is not right as per the process. That is the reason we hired you, right? Company hired you because you are expert in that area. OK, so nothing to be worried. We'll see something more in the next week test as well. So any doubt, any question before I close the recording, guys here? Jimmy, Edie, Satya, Ope, Moji.
No, I'm good.
OK, good. So let me stop the recording and take a quick attendance now.